everyone, this is Amy. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you kind of a rose style flower on this green glass bottle, and I'm going to be using an Wistonia fine liner and then 4 of my Amagic flat brushes, and that will be a number 14. I've tried to clean these off a little bit so I could see the numbers. 12, and I believe this is a 10 and a 4. All the links will be down below so you can purchase through the affiliate links. If you have any questions or comments, please place those down below. I'd be more than glad to answer those for you. I'm using all FolkArt paints: Wicker White, Happy Green, Pale Yellow, Thicket, and then Tea Berry. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use my number 14 first. I'm going to come in here with the Tea Berry and the Wicker White, do my little blending strokes, and again, this is not, let's say, the correct way to load as far as the amount of paint to put in your brush. I'll be honest with you, I add paint as I'm going, and if I need to do a little blending stroke I will, but typically you're supposed to blend it and have paint 3/4 of the way up the bristles. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to begin by doing just a few little buds, and I'm just doing kind of like a shell shape. So I'm going to come off here, just come back down, and then come over here and do this at the same time. Now this is where I know sometimes it can be confusing because I'm left-handed, and I'll say you might need to start in the opposite direction than what I'm doing. But this is what I mean. I go from right to left. You might need to go from left to right in order to be comfortable with how you're creating the shapes. Especially since I'm left-handed. And I don't realize that until somebody says, oh, I can't do it that way, or somebody tries to teach me something and it's like, oh, this is really hard, and they don't get it's because I'm left-handed. I don't quite understand. Alright. Again, I'm just making little wiggles. And come in here and do it again. Excuse me. I didn't like how that one ended up, so I'm going to go back over it. And that's what you should do. If you don't like how something's ending up, go ahead and go back over it again. You can give it dry time, hit it with the heat gun, hair dryer if you feel like your design is not opaque enough, because the more opaque it is, the more durable your design will be. It's just because you have more paint on the design. That's what that indicates. Alright, so then I'll pick which one I want to do. I'm just going to go like this, and then come back around here. I can do more petals around it if I want, or I can just do, and I'll show a couple of petals here in a minute, just do these kind where you just kind of swoop around and you just lay your brush down and come around like that. Like that. Again, up to you. You create it, you make it your own, right? Okay, so I'm going to come down here, do my petals again, and do some more. Oops. And then I can come back through here, give it another layer. Give it another layer, and then I can go like that, and continue on making other layers around it. Sorry. Like that. You could leave it like this, or, you know, again, you can come in with these little holes where you just kind of lay your brush down and pull it around, and then do one last one like that. I don't want it to chop off my paint here. You don't have to do as many as that if you don't want. And then you can come over here, put another one in. And then I'll turn this a little bit here. It's one thing I do like is I can turn my bottle as I'm painting. And on this one, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And if you feel like it's too light, just go back over it again. And then I'm going to, once again, go like this. And then I'm going to connect here. I'm afraid my brush is going to hit the, just kind of come up over it. Alright, so we did one little swoop that direction, and then you can connect and actually go back this way if you want. Like that. Alright, and then you can do one last swing across and go like this to finish it off. You're just doing a lot of different layers, that's all. Not a big deal. If you don't want to do that, get that involved, then you can just make it simple. The next thing I'm going to do is come over here, dip into my pale yellow, same way, and I'll just keep adding as I go. Alright, and start off going to do, let's go over this direction here, and I'm going to, oops, I did this wrong direction. I want to make sure it's going the right way. Alright, this, if you want, you can come back over it again and just fill it in so it's a little bit more opaque. You can just lightly tap with your brush. Painting on glass is a lot different than painting on paper or canvas. So that's something where you just have to learn as you're painting. You're just going to have to fill it out and see what works best for you. Finding that the yellow rose bit is giving me a way to go. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. So I'm just feeling like I'm not getting it to show up right. So I'm just going to do it maybe more as an open flower. I don't like how it's doing. So it's not supposed to be this difficult. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I could do another layer, but I'm not going to because I'm afraid it's not going to turn out. So I'm gonna leave that off. Proceed on, proceed on. Sorry guys. Things aren't always easy, even if you've painted for a long time. I probably should have went with a more, or actually a darker yellow. And it probably would have helped. Okay, and Actually, what I might do for this is go around here. Let me use the yellow. I'm going to put in a different kind of a center. And do that over here just so you can see it. I was intending to do more roses or flowers, I guess, just like what I just did, but I'm just going to do this. Put in the center. It's weird how sometimes things just don't turn out the way you want them to, and it's okay. We're just going to stop with these. All right. I guess those weren't really what I wanted them to look like, but we're going to continue on here. Alright, so let's go ahead and start adding in our green. Stick my fine liner in, kind of roll it out from there, and start connecting these flowers together. And then I'm going to go down this way. You know how I like to do a little bit of a curve on my stem. Yep. Alright, so let's go right here, and I'm going to go up around these, and I didn't get my stem in there very well. I'm going to go ahead and do little pieces that come down from them like that, come up in the center, come up around it, and just be kind of loose with it. Okay, hopefully you can see these guys. I know I'm probably blocking the view a little bit with my left hand. Such a difficult thing to overcome, really. And come up this one. Come up, come up, come up, come around. Thanks for sticking with me here. I just don't want this video to be too long. It's the only thing I'm worried about. There you go. And if you have any of them like this one, I would do the same thing because it's just partially open. Just make it make sense to be connected to the flower. And if you want to put the little, I don't know what these are called. I want to say tendrils, but I don't know that that's correct. If you want to just kind of dot in the center a little bit to give it, I'm going to use the colors that I already have. For the centers, again, I was planning to make them like the other ones, but it didn't work out so well. So I couldn't see the difference. And I was thinking on this green glass bottle it would stand out a little bit more, but it wasn't. So okay, so I'm just quickly adding those in. The next thing I'm going to do is take my number 4, dip it into the greens again, and I'm going to just come through here and put these kind of leaves, my little one-stroke leaves. And just put them wherever you feel like you need to fill in. And I'll come up in here and do some more up in here. And they don't always have to go up either, but you can. If you want them to be up like they're going up along the side of the little bud, you can do that. Again, I'm more loose with the painting than I am as far as being structured. I'm just not a big fan of being, really precise, I guess. And I'm just kind of sticking these in here wherever I see fit. I don't have to have, 2 at each one or whatever. Alright, so then I'm going to come in with my number, what did I say this was? I forgot what it was. They're so hard to read. It's probably my eyeballs, but anyhow, this is the, I want to say number, I really can't find it. Sorry guys. I'm just like, what the heck number is this brush? Oh, I don't remember what I said. I'm sorry guys, I can't see it. But anyhow, we're going to continue on. I don't want to spend too much time on that. And then I'm just going to do just quick little wiggle leaves. And just put these in every so often. And I don't want to make them too big. I want them to be small. And just sporadically placed in. They're not going to be, and I'll come through here soon and connect them to the stem, and then we'll be done. And let's see what else. Just want to put them in here a little bit at a time in different places. Don't want a ton of them, but they can overlap also. They don't all have to be placed perfectly. Alright, so then I'm going to go back to my liner brush. And then I'm just going to go through and just quickly connect. To make it look like they belong here. Now on this type, as I've said before, this type of a leaf, you don't necessarily have to put a stem in it. I'm doing a stem just to make it make sense, but you don't have to. Just doing it very quickly. I appreciate you sticking with me on this, being patient. Sorry it didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted it, but hopefully you got the gist with the first flowers that I painted, I'm hoping. Alright, because you could also tap in a center there. I'm just not going to spend too much time on it because it's not exactly how I wanted it anyways, but there you go. There you have it. Pretty easy, except for the color combination I'm using. Did not come out right, but alright, hope you like this. If you do, give me a big thumbs up. New to my channel, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. Prior to leaving, if you would take a moment to share this on your social network with all your family and friends, I would greatly appreciate that. Just hit the share button you'll see underneath the video and you're good to go. Alright, till the next time, thanks again for your patience. I appreciate you stopping by, and you have a good one.